see grandiose occasion. Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. This is all... Takes the shot!
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Makengo. Driving forward. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And that was very necessary. He's in a great position here. He's gone for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, this looks sharp. Lorient look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, well played, well played. Dieu. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Makengo, nicely weighted ball. Good ball, good take. He's shooting! Goal! Lorient! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
After 33 minutes is number 10.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get him away? Ebimbe, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thinks one through. That has not gone well. Lorient finding their passes. Aimed beyond the defence. And that chance for a shot! Danger averted for now. Ebimbe. Can he get on the end of this? It's a pretty loose pass. Ebimbe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. And we are already promptly back underway.
Stade Brestois can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Abimbe threads one in. He could be in here. Shapes the shoot! Goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
Good running, strong and purposeful. There's the shot! Brest have the chance to go the other way. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half.
Shot a goal! Goal! Lorient! And again they hit the front. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Dieng really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Lorient go into the lead.
The attendance for this match was 81,000.
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Brest needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Stade Brestois clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
17.
Brest do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Del Castillo, almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, that's superb. Can he finish? It's hit the post!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he's gone backward here. Decent chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Coming on to replace him is number 12. Substitution in progress.
Great save by Majewski. And it's pulled back, and the shot! That is decidedly lacking. Brest have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. 5 minutes left on the clock. Lorient clearly now in lead preservation mode. Brest have a free kick.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Deep into stoppage time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.